So yeah, I forgot about my son. Let me see. I have my topics, but there's one I want to cover. Why the world is becoming individualized and feels separated. Well, what people need to understand is watch everything you do. Everything in the universe is happening because it's just happening, but more so, it's to your benefit. Though it may not seem like that. How often do we look up back at stuff and be like, that was easy. That was easy. So, everything is set up by God to further you. Everything in life is set up to further you. Which would be in towards the final end game, because there is a final end game to this. They don't want you to know that. So what happens when you don't know that? You experience life again and again until you get it right. Until you're free of the very chambers that you hold yourself in. So, tension is the basis of all reality. You are here because you're tense. Ooh. Which can be broken at any moment, but that's usually not the case. And so we're all individualized, yet we have the internet and we're closer than ever. We're individualized, which is going to further us in spirituality. That's why the world, the age of information, is waking up. No matter what goes on in the world, it's all headed for spirituality. That's the end all do all. But it's like, do you want it to end? Are you going to leave your fellow gamer friends behind? And so, this whole coronavirus, not seeing people outside, the energy that's being put off, which is soon to be emitted differently, and it's already happening. A lot of people are talking about it, but you don't need to talk about it. No one needs to tell you, because everyone is experiencing this at the same time. Mother Earth is real, and so is a tree, down to a bug, a beetle bug, we could say. And even that bug is experiencing this. And we're all different. Even what's running through everything in the earth, Mother Earth, and a tree, and a bug, to a dog and a human is all the same energy, the God energy. God energy can go dark, but the ultimate supreme is going back, Jesus' resurrection, people's saying they're being, if you ever heard anybody saying being born again, means they found God, they seen the light. And also people have this real sensation in their thoughts. It's that they're separated. There's a bunch of people that I know around, and we're separated as a community. Most communities aren't together. It doesn't matter what borough or township you're in. No one's working for the greater good. Everyone's has their own ambitions, which is fine, but everyone's individualized to the point where we're not communicating or expressing love or helping each other. Common basic shit. If we can't get the comic basics down, you can just go out and see, walk around. How are people initially feeling when they see you? Feel the energy and experience what's going on. My second tip of wherever you're at. Some places are going to be better than others. But you're always going to carry that innate energy inside of you. The biggest thing is transmission. Because when you transit, when you can feel the transmit, it can come from a tree, which would be God. It can come from me, which would be part of God. It can come from somebody else. Could come from you. Which is just basically about being still. What was it? Still. And being in the stillness is our natural existence and what feels best. You can do activity but still be rested. Restlessness is also a good thing, but but in the spirit. So your mind is going like a motor. You ever see somebody that just goes on and on and on and on and on? One day, that mind can't keep up with that. Though it looks like it and it puts on a good show. Eventually, the motor dies. And then, then he'll come to realizement, he or she. He'll maybe start to become enlightenment. The natural energy in the world always spirals up. We're all headed towards that way. The devil, or the other way, which isn't the devil, it's just working against nature, working against God. And that would be going against it. Are you going to go with the flow, or are you going to go against it? As soon as you start to go against it, there's going to be pressure. There's going to be this big word people talk about, which is the highlight of the nation, ego. And we'll end this video right here. Ego. And ego is very fantastic at what it does. It controls most people. It looks like an ugly word, too. I'd have to see where the origins of this word comes from. But we're all going back to the source anyway. So thanks for tuning into this. I appreciate you guys. And I hope you guys have a nice day. Make sure to come back. Peace.